So I'm going to show you guys how to drop Seoi Nage now. So the way we're going to start is what I want you to do. Jordan, can you put your right foot forward like this? For right now, you put your right foot forward, you're going to take a small step and you're going to slide this foot, face the direction you just came, bend your knees and keep your back straight. So here, bend your knees, back straight, look in the direction you just came. If you're a righty, I want you to use your right foot, and since your chest is facing this way, I want you to turn counterclockwise. So here, right foot forward, slide, bend your knees, face the direction you just came, feet together. So Jordan, can you show? So he puts his foot forward, bends his knees, back straight. Again. Good. Now, the next step of this, it's a little complicated. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to slide my foot. While I'm sliding, I'm going to be turning, and while I'm turning, I'm going to drop on my knees. I want to drop 180 degrees plus a little bit more. So for my angle where I'm at now, I need my knees to be looking at the Armenian flag. So I'm here, I step forward, I slide my foot and drop on my knees. I'm sitting on my heels with the top of my feet touching the mat and keeping my back straight. Common mistake that people will do is that they'll land like this. So again, you're standing here, step, slide and drop. Another mistake that people will do is that they'll jump up in the air. For here, like that. Or they'll keep their knees open. I'll show, step, turn, drop, knees together, turning a little bit more than 180 degrees. So after we've done that for a little bit, I would say 50 to 100 times just to master it and get the rhythm down. And remember, back straight, knees together, turning 180 degrees. We're going to get our friend and we're going to practice with them. You're not going to grab onto each other just yet. So what I want your friend to do is they're going to open their legs, standing like this. Now, what you're going to do, since I'm a righty, I'm going to put my right toes to his right heel. And I'm going to turn and drop and land in between his legs. Not on the outside, in between. I want to almost crash him and knock him over. So here, right foot forward, turn and drop. Again, right foot forward to the right toes to right heel, slide, turn. Again, the common mistake that people will do is that they'll land all the way out in front, so they'll go here and like this, and I'm nowhere near enough to throw him. In order for this throw to work properly, you need to land in between his legs. Can it work if you're all the way out here? Yes, but it should be all the way in there. Let's say you don't have a friend or you're by yourself at home and you want to practice. What you can do is you can get your shoes that you have or boxing gloves or really whatever will stay there. Put them about shoulder width apart, a little bit wider, and do the same thing. Your right toes to where the person's right heel would be. Slide, face direction you just came, and keep going. Here, you should be landing here, pretty much in between. If you go past even further, great. Just try to land in here and get that down. Again, 50, 100, 200 times, just getting this down. You will get this eventually. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our friend here. We're gonna have him hold the double grip here again. My left hand grabbing above the elbow. I'm gonna show you two grips today. First one, you're gonna open up with your left hand and this other arm is gonna go in underneath the elbow or underneath the armpit. The inside of your elbow should go right in here, up and grab the same time your foot goes in. So again, here, and while your arm is going in, you're pulling behind you like you're shooting a bow and arrow. Here, do this 2 times, third time throw. So here, 1, 2, third time. When you land with your back straight and like you're putting your seatbelt on really aggressively or like a samurai putting the sword away. Put it over, turn your shoulders and your nose down to the left. Both hands meeting down to the left hip. Same thing. I grab him. 1, 2. Turn to the left. If you want to come closer to show the grip. Again, left hand, right above the elbow, not low, not all the way up here. Here for right now. Elbow up, put your arm in and pull yourself in. There. The other grip to show. You're holding double grip. What you can do, same thing, elbow up, but instead of letting go with this hand, when you put your foot in, you're going to put your elbow up and twist your hip in. So here, you're twisting up and in. And you're just going to follow the same exact motion. So here, 1, 2, throwing down to the left. Another common mistake, there's a lot of mistakes that people will make with this throw, is instead of going down to the left, they'll go fishing like this and try to throw the person all the way forward, or they'll overextend and try to kiss the mat like that. One other tip I will give, you're not just hanging on to the person and doing it. If I just hang on to him and I drop, and then I start pulling, I will get a hernia before I throw him. The whole time you have to pull. You have to go in like this and pull. I recommend learning both grips and eventually learning how to do it lefty. For you to do it lefty, it's going to be the same exact thing, just mirror it. So instead of me holding his right sleeve, I'm going to hold his left sleeve. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Left foot goes to left heel, like this. Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. It does help out. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And if you want to see more content, I have more available on my Instagram. I have the link below. We're almost at 10,000 followers on there as well. And back to the video. A good point that Jordan just brought up is you can do it from this grip as well. Realistically, you can do this from whatever grip. I encourage you all to experiment after practice or before practice. If you want to try it like this, or try to go for a drop tonight like that, or try to drop this way, see what works for you. Don't just go off of whatever I say. See what works for you. If you're really tall and you're versing up against some guy who's really short, this might not work. The chances are it won't work. See what works for you. This isn't gospel. Does that make sense?
This isn't like graved in stone.
Yeah, this isn't written in stone. This is what works for you. Use that. So I had just thrown Jordan. We covered the side pin before, where we do the scarf hold. Here, grabbing the legs. That might not always be the best pin to get at the time. So right now I'm going to show you how to properly secure a pinning on top. So what I want you to do, you're putting your hips low. There's two aspects to this we need. We need to make sure he can't bridge on his head, and we need to make sure he can't bridge with his legs. If we cover both of those, it's going to be difficult for him to get out of. So as soon as you land in this position, keep your weight down low, put chest to chest. In Sambo, it requires for you to get points to be chest to chest. If he's blocking like this, you won't get any points, you will get stood up. So what I want you to do, cover the head, both arms, or get an arm and leg. And the biggest thing you will hear in every Sambo competition, hooks in. My legs need to be like a snake, hooking in and stretching him out to make sure that he can't get out. He can keep trying to wiggle out. He wiggles out one leg. I have to immediately recapture it and hold this for 20 seconds to get my 4 points. For me to be able to get thrown out of this, it requires a couple of things. It requires either me not to hold his head to the mat, because what he'll do, he'll bridge on his head and throw me off of him, and his legs. Those are the two keys for him to get out. Unless he's freakishly strong or something, he can throw me out. But 99% of the time, this will be enough for him not to be able to get me out. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the headstand. Again, this is going to be important for you to be able to get that balance, to be comfortable being upside down when you're wrestling. Important skill to have. So, we all know what a triangle is. what we're gonna do to be able to get the headstand properly is, this is gonna be 1 point, this is gonna be another point, another 2 points. We're gonna make a triangle with the top of our head and 2 hands here. When we're gonna go down, we're gonna keep our elbows in here. If we do this, we make a straight line and we'll topple over. This will make a strong foundation and it'll be hard for us to fall over. So, what I want you to do, you get down, put the top of your head on the mat, not just your forehead, top of your head. Elbows in, palms, fingers out, palms down. And now, either you can jump up or you can control and hold and try to hold yourself up. Keep your neck strong and just balance yourself with your hands. When you first start out, it's going to be weird. It's going to be shifting around, going to be scared to fall over. Just be comfortable. Learn how to fall on your feet and learn how to fall on your stomach. One thing that'll make this a little bit easier to eventually master this is to use a wall. Like over here, what I want you to do, put your foot out, your toes touching the wall, go to where your heel is. This is where my heel was, so I'm gonna put my head right here. Hands in and kick up, keep myself straight, and when I feel comfortable, move my legs off the wall, come back. Legs off the wall, keep my feet together, legs straight. So my legs are on the wall, I kick off a little bit, keep my legs together, legs straight, come back, here. This will require you to do it over and over and over again to get comfortable being upside down. Many throws, many positions in wrestling require you to be upside down. So it's best to be comfortable with that now. Plus, this will progress to other things like the cartwheel, the handstand, many other skills that are necessary for you becoming a good wrestler.